Hi everyone, welcome back to Novels Nook. If you're new here, my name's Victoria, and for today I have another reading blog for you guys. So if you like book tags, book videos, or anything book related, make sure you like and subscribe and keep on watching. I got this in the mail. It is a romance book and chill order. I wanted to I think they have like a bunch of different options. Obviously, I'll leave the link down below if you're interested, but I figured I would open this up. I think my order was a blind dates book box with I think 2, but I'm not exactly sure. This is going to be a surprise. What you're seeing is what I'm seeing as well. Obviously, I didn't check anything on the order and I have no idea what comes in these. If you guys are in any kind of online book clubs, especially romance, let me know. I did join a few, but I am always down to find some romance themed book clubs or subscription boxes or, you know, anything around romance. But enough of my ranting. Let's just see what we got. This comes with like everything in a package. I think I did see this on here, but this is Just One Night by Carly Phillips. It says this is the Kingston Family series. Okay, so it's a series. So it looks like on this it says there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, and then it goes on to the Kingston Family, the Dirty Dares, which I'm assuming is something else, and there's book 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's like a continuation, I think, of this. But anyways, if I like this, obviously I'll read the rest of them. It says she's the woman he can't live without, the one he can't risk screwing up their relationship by sleeping with her. Oh no, I think this is a pregnancy trope. It says until one night of passion and a positive pregnancy test changes everything. I absolutely hate the pregnancy trope. It is not one of my favorites. I think probably if I had to rank all the tropes, accidental pregnancy is probably my least favorite. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna read this. Obviously, some books do it really well and some I don't mind reading, but usually if that's a trope, I skip it. I'm just not into it. I don't know. I just, it's not one of my favorites to read, but obviously I will give this a go and see how I like it. This is the Ruthless Knights, Ruthless Billionaires. Okay, by Faith Summers. Obviously, this is more my trope, more my style of book. Yeah, so I'm down to read this. Obviously, it also comes with a blurb. So this I definitely want to dive into. So here are the 2 books that I got. Again, these were mystery picks. Didn't know anything about these. Exciting. I actually really enjoyed everything I got and these books, so I'll let you guys know if I maybe in a next vlog, or maybe if I read these in like a readathon vlog. I want to do a 24-hour readathon vlog, or just a vlog in general, or my next video, how I enjoy these if I get to reading them. Back with a little bit of a reading update. So I picked a collection of books that I wanted to get reading for the summer. I will let you know, currently today is 8/14, August, and I haven't started any of those books. But I am currently reading some books. So I am still reading Everything is Effed by Mark Manson. I don't know if I talked about this. I think I might have in my last video say that I'm gonna start reading this. I'm not sure exactly if I said I had started it, but I did start it. I am a good chunk through. I'm on a page 79 at a point, kind of like it's not a new chapter, but it's like a new section in the chapter. I will say I am enjoying it. I obviously really like Mark Manson's writing, but I'm not enjoying it as much as the subtle art. I really loved the first book. I think it spoke to me more than this one is. That's why it's taking me quite a long time to get through this. I started this a while ago. I wanted to find more people in the book community, get more involved with, you know, finding like-minded humans that love reading and enjoy books. So I had a friend reach out that wanted to buddy read, and another thing I've been trying to do is break out of my romance genre. So I obviously read a lot of romance. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I do ranked romance videos where I rank all the romances I read. I pretty much stick to that genre. I love romance books. It's my go-to genre. If I'm reading anything, I would prefer reading romance. As you guys have seen, I am on my self-help journey, so I have been reading a lot of self-improvement, self-growth centered books. So obviously that has been a new genre for me, but I also wanted to dive into more genres, more specifically fantasy. I know romanticities are really popular, and I haven't dived deep into that kind of world yet, but my friend wanted to read this book. This is The Eye of the World. I believe it is a 14-book series. It is so freaking chunky. I started reading this on Kindle, and it was so big and so daunting that I was just like, you know what? I kind of want to get a physical copy of it. So I borrowed this from the library. It is so big, but for being like my first dive into fantasy and stepping away from like romance, smut, dark romance, that kind of thing, I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm on chapter 9, page 100, which looks so funny that I say 100 because like that's usually halfway through in my normal books. Yeah, I think this is like 800, so maybe I'll continue on with the series. It all depends on if I end up really liking it. So far it's really capturing my attention. I will kind of be vlogging, including into this vlog, my thoughts and feelings on this book so far. I am enjoying it. The bookmark we have for this one is the little Pooh Bear one. It says it's so much more friendly with two, which I think is cute because I believe they're gonna be going on a journey, and it's not just gonna be one. I think it's gonna be all of these like teen boys in the village. I think there's probably 3 of them that they mentioned. I think they're gonna go on a little bit of a worldly adventure. So I'm excited to get more into this. My friend is quite far into this at this point, so I need to catch up with him. Back with a little reading update. I wanted to show some books that I recently got. I saw they had copies of Haunting and Hunting Adeline, so I obviously picked up a copy because I actually really liked these books. I didn't have a physical copy of these. I read these originally, I think, on Kindle, so I wanted hard copies of these, and the girl that checked these out for me was like, wow, these sound really interesting. And I was like, yeah, I like them, they're really good. And she's like, you read them already? Why are you buying them? And I was like, because I want them as trophies on my shelf. She did not understand. She must not have been a part of the book community because she was giving me like literal hate for buying books that I had already read. But I wanted them for my shelf because I actually really like those. They're some of my favorite H.D. Carlton books. I know they're dark romance, and I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, so read some reviews, read the spoilers, read the triggers, obviously, if you haven't read those already, because obviously they have quite dark themes that aren't for everybody. So next one I grabbed is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood with the really pretty sprayed edges. I haven't read this yet, and I saw they're making a movie on it, so I figured I probably should read that before I watch the movie. I actually haven't read any of her books. I have about 3, 4. I have quite a good chunk of her books on my TBR that I haven't read. I've been kind of in a reading slump, but I've also been enjoying some of my Kindle reads. So I wanted to grab this though because it was hardcover and it was super pretty. And it's just really cute, and I've heard obviously so many great things about this, so I wanted to finally get my hands on it and read it, and it was too pretty to pass up as well. Okay, the last book I grabbed was Caught Up. I am super excited to read this. I absolutely loved Lights Out, although I have heard this one is not as good as the first book, which kind of makes me a little bit nervous of reading it, but I have also seen some good comments that it was good, so I have a feeling I'll probably like it. I don't know. Get on your knees and pray, it says, but like pray is the pray. I don't know, I think I'm going to enjoy this just because I'm a sucker for a red flag, dark romance. Just all the bad men I gravitate towards, so I have a feeling I'll like it. Josh from Lights Out is absolutely one of my favorite male main characters like I have read in a really long time. He is so funny and I just think he's a really cute person who also obviously has a really sexy side. But I think he's just one of the best male main characters I've read. And obviously, I didn't tab this because I'm not someone who tabs, but this was the book club book, so I obviously wanted to chart some of my favorite points, and there were just so many cute moments, and I absolutely loved the banter. So I do kind of have high hopes for this one, but again, I have seen a lot of reviews and have heard people comment that it's not exactly the same with the banter, the plots, and that kind of dynamic between the characters, so that does kind of make me nervous for this one, but I think I'll like it overall, so I am excited to dive into this one. My little dark romance collection I have going on. I bought some books and I wanted to share with you guys while I was doing a vlog. I have a lot left of this book to go, so I really wanted to dedicate a good chunk of time to seeing how far I can get into it. I am actually really enjoying it. I think my favorite character going into this was Tam, Rand's dad, and I don't know, obviously I like love dads and I love older men anyways in general, but I just really liked how he kind of is very different from the rest of like the people in the village, and I just think he has so much backstory. And then obviously as we continue to read, I think Rand is obviously growing on me more, and I know he's probably special. Like, obviously, like, that's just kind of where we can see the story going. Like, those people that never leave their hometown, like, that's what's happening in this book right now. Like, these people don't know anything outside of their little area. And so I think it's going to be really fascinating to see these characters like embark on this adventure that is going to be very new to them and probably scary, and but also eye-opening. I'm really excited to see what we learn about the characters, and each chapter I feel like the author does a really good job at really bringing to life what's happening with these characters and developing in such a small way that we learn more, but we can still ask questions. Like, I'm really loving the development, but also like I'm left wanting to read more, which thankfully, because the book is so freaking big, I think I'm really going to enjoy this. Obviously, this is stepping away from my romance and my self-help book genres, so I'm really excited to see if I like it, and hopefully I do. I'm not sure if I'll continue the series. I think there's like 14 books, so I do want to finish this so then I can get reading some romance. I haven't read a romance in like a hot minute. I am gonna get reading. I'm gonna work a little bit and get reading, and then I'll update you guys on how I'm vibing with this and what I'm thinking. I think it's too soon for me to rate this book, but I'm feeling 4 stars. It's really capturing my attention and I'm really liking it, which I wouldn't think I would because I'm not a fantasy girl. but I'm really enjoying it on a level I didn't think I would, even only 100 pages in. So that's really promising. So I'll let you guys know how I feel and I'll give you some reading updates. This is, I think, finally getting into some good juicy parts. I think we're gonna start seeing the journey, Ren's journey, this quote-unquote adventure that they're going on. Okay, I won't do any kind of deep depth spoilers in case you haven't read this, but I just think it's incredibly funny how they started out with like 3 people going on this journey, and then like within this span of 4 or 5 pages, like people are popping up like, I want to go, I'm going. And I just think it's so funny that we now are going to have like an entire band of people going on this journey, and I just think that's so funny. There's just something really wholesome about all of these people going together, but I think that just makes it kind of better because we're going to be seeing a lot more interactions with people, and I'm excited to see what each part they play in this little journey. So I don't know, I'm excited. I'm on 120, so I'm getting really interested in this, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I don't know, so I'm just like in the mood to fuck my hair up and read some books, feeling somewhat normal again. I want to kind of build myself up while I'm reading. So this is what I'm in the middle of reading. I'm on chapter 12, I think, of The Eye of the World. The Eye of the World? Is that what it's called? I miss romance books. After this book that I'm reading, I'm gonna get into a romance book. I wanted to update you guys on my reading of these 2 books. For Everything is Effed, I am on page 116, chapter 5, I believe. Hope is effed. But I'm almost done with this. I think I'm about halfway mark, so I'm hopefully going to finish it this week, and then I'll dive into some of the books that I got for my TBR jar video, which I think is already out. And then for this book, I did a good big chunk. I think I stopped at chapter 13, page 145. Yeah, so I am still going really strong with this one. I'll probably read a lot of this today. We are like right in the middle of like a map page, which I really enjoy. So I'm excited to see where this is going. It's very action-packed so far, a lot of adventure, and I'm really enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would, and I'm really enjoying all of the characters. So yeah, this is the 2 books that I'm reading and hopefully have done, and then by the time I start a new vlog, I will hopefully have some more books to share with you. So if you guys liked vlogs and liked, you know, whatever I was talking about, make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I kind of want to do like a vlog style video pretty regularly, maybe like once every other book related video, because it motivates me to read, and I just like talking about my life, updating everybody on things that are book focused, but also some, you know, life updates, goals, future plans, that kind of thing. And I think that's always nice to do in like a vlog setting. So gonna stick around with the vlogs, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.